Thanks so much. The song was recorded by a big country star. His name's Alan Jackson. He recorded my song Freight Train, and the album was called Freight Train. The tour was called Freight Train. His shirt said Freight Train on it. Hat said Freight Train. A bus said Freight Train. The single was Hard Hat and a Hammer. Consequently, I'm still driving that old bus out back of the thrift store. You know what Alan Jackson said? Alan Jackson said, I like the way old Fred does it. And I'm 1 year older than him. And the girls in my band say I'm a lot better looking. Of course, they only say that on payday, but they say it. Look at this, you guys. 55 years old, surrounded by beautiful women. Look at this, you guys. You should have practiced. You should have practiced. You were playing football. Meet me up at recess, remember? All you got's a sore knee.
Homework, you hear that?
Sure.
They're not even that happy about it in Columbus. They're not happy for me here. They're like, and I know this generation, you know, I got lucky that I got to be part of this generation. Although I was the tail end of it, I got to be part of the rock and roll generation, because you know what? Every night I get it. Rock and roll was supposed to be in a small club like this. It's supposed to feel a bit like a communist meeting. It's supposed to feel a bit like a communist meeting. Some of you remember when rock and roll was a cause, not a business. You remember that, when a cause, not a business, and we were all in on the deal. There was only 5 buttons on the radio because 4 of them were good songs. You didn't need scan. Scan was for if you went in the hospital. And I know this generation used to go into the record store on Friday afternoon with their last $3.50, and they'd stay there for 4 hours because you could buy an album by the cover in those days, and 7 out of 10 would be good. 3 of them would be like the Lori Bauer singers sing Johnny Cash, but they wouldn't say that. They'd say Johnny Cash on it, and you'd buy the Johnny Cash, but it wasn't the Johnny Cash, remember? We all had 30% of those records, but the rest were freaking good, weren't they? Yeah! And this was a generation that went to spend 4 hours, and then they bought their record, and they took it home, and they smoked a big coner, and they went down in the basement, and they stayed there all weekend listening to that record. When they found a really good song, they called their friend, and he brought over some Moroccan hash, and they smoked it, listened to the record, didn't do nothing else. They did nothing else, and that was the best time to be alive there was. It was so good. We had a revolution. See, I know there's Republicans here, and there's Democrats, and there's all that crap. I haven't voted in my life because it said you have the right to vote. It doesn't say you have the right to vote for a dickhead, and so I've never voted in my life. See, in 1964, I joined the party. I saw the Beatles in Time magazine. I was 7 years old. I joined the party that night, and I've been a member of that party ever since. It's called the Rock and Roll Party, and I've been a member of that ever since. Rock and Roll Party. Thank you. The Rock and Roll Party. Rock and Roll Party has no fancy speeches. It has no goop, no fancy talk, no double speak. It just says one thing: either be a good guy or fuck you. Yeah. And I know I can see back there. I can see everywhere. A lot of people used to belong to the Rock and Roll Party here, and they bought a vacuum cleaner one day and had to join one of those other parties. Protect that vacuum cleaner. You may want to come forward later in the show and rejoin the Rock and Roll Party. When you walk on the street tonight and you say, "You're fucking right, they're squatting behind the thrift store. We're back! We're back!" You can all squat behind the thrift store with us and be the beginning of the revolution right here in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah! We'll take that guy who's been in the back talking, and we'll throw his ass out on the street.